Now integral of sin raised to 8x minus cos raised to 8x upon 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x. So here, to convert this into integrable form, we have to factorize this numerator. Say factorizing numerator, so it is like a raised to 8 minus b raised to 8. Factors of a raised to 8 minus b raised to 8 are a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4, a raised to 4 plus b raised to 4 upon just a denominator keep as it is. So integrating with respect to x. Now here again we can factorize this a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4. A raised to 4 minus b raised to 4 is a square minus b square, a square plus b square. So factors of a raised to 4 minus b raised to 4. And this can be expressed as sin square x plus cos square x whole square minus 2 sin square x into cos square x, 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x dx. Sin raised to 4x plus cos raised to 4x, a raised to 4 plus b raised to 4 is a square plus b square whole square minus, remove middle term, so 2 sin square x cos square x. So its simple form will be sin square plus cos square, and we use this identity because here we can put 1 in the next step. Here putting 1, sin square plus cos square is 1. This is minus cos 2x. Let me change sign here, taking minus common, it is cos square x minus sin square x. This is 1, this is also 1, 1 square is 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x upon 1 minus 2 sin square x into cos square x, and now you can see that this can be removed. So it is taking this minus outside, this is cos 2x. So integrable form. Integral of cos 2x is sin 2x upon 2 plus c. In this question, first of all, we take 3 as exponent. This 3 comes up over x. So e raised to log of x cube into x raised to 4 plus 1 raised to minus 1 dx. Now, it is e raised to log fx. E raised to log fx is fx. E raised to log fx is fx. Property of log. Keep these as it is. Now from this function you can see that we can get idea from this x cube dx. If we take x raised to 4 plus 1 equal to t, taking x raised to 4 plus 1 is t, so 4x cube dx is dt. So this x cube dx can be removed. X cube dx is dt by 4. So integral is, this is t raised to minus 1. X cube dx is dt by 4. integral of 1 upon t is log of modulus t, because this is derivative of log of modulus t. So it is 1 upon 4 into log of modulus t plus c. So that is 1 upon 4 log mod t is x raised to 4 plus 1 plus c. And because this is positive, no need to keep modulus. We can remove this modulus sign because this number is already positive. So this is required integral. Now say in this question, radical sign is given, product is given. So to convert this into integrable form, what we do? Here this is given 1 upon sine cube x into sine of x plus alpha. We can see this as square root of 1. So whatever is given, I have written as it is. Now because of square root sign, what we do? Here, because sine cube is given, we multiply and divide this by sine x. So multiplying numerator by sine x, multiply denominator by sine x. So it becomes sine raised to 4x. So numerator and denominator multiplied by sine x inside radical sign. So this becomes, this is, see, 1 by sine raised to 4, it's a square root, this is in square root. So taking out, it becomes dx upon sine square x. This is taken out. Now what is left in this radical sign? Sine x upon sine of x plus alpha. This is left. Now we are going to take substitute in such a way that this will be removed. 1 upon sine square x will be removed with dx. For that, we take substitute sine of x plus alpha upon sine x equal to t. I am taking substitute for reciprocal of this number, sine of x plus alpha upon sine x, because we want to remove sine square x, and it can be obtained in this ratio. Taking derivative of this function, this will be obtained in denominator, so it can be removed. That's why here I have taken a reciprocal of this number equal to t. So idea can be obtained from this number, that what you want to remove with dx. Now differentiating this with respect to x, u by v, consider this as u by v. So v square, v as it is, derivative of u cos of x plus alpha minus u as it is, derivative of v cos x. So v square, v as it is, derivative of u minus u as it is, derivative of v. Then keep dx equal to, so here this part we have taken t. You can also take t square because of radical sign, both are allowed. At final answer will be same if you take t or t square, because radical sign I am taking t square. Now derivative of t square with respect to t is 2t dt. So therefore, now see here, observe pattern of this numerator, sin alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sin beta. This is visible if we take minus common. Taking minus common, so this number, it will be in first place sin of x plus alpha cos beta minus cos of x plus alpha sin beta upon sin square x dx is 2t dt. So minus is main sign, minus sin alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sin beta. This is our alpha. Suppose it is alpha, this is beta. So sin alpha cos beta minus cos alpha sin beta is sin of alpha minus beta upon sin square x dx is 2t dt. Therefore put here sign for therefore. So minus, this will be then sin alpha upon sin square x dx is 2t dt. So therefore, see, we are getting this number dx by sin square x. So dx by sin square x equal to minus 2t upon sin alpha dt. This part is constant. It is constant. Alpha is constant. So continuing from 1. So from 1, required integral is integral of, this was t square, so root t square, it was, sorry, this is 1 by t square because its reciprocal is t square, so it is 1 by t square. So square root of 1 by t square, this is t square, so its reciprocal is 1 by t square, and dx by sin square x dx is minus 2t upon sin alpha dt. So therefore, now say here this t and this t, it will be cancelled. Minus 2 by sin alpha is constant, so it is 1 dt. So minus 2 cosec alpha into integral of 1 is t plus c. Now putting value of t, minus 2 cosec alpha into t is square root of sine of x plus alpha upon sine x plus c. So this is required integral. Now see, in this question we shall use this property. It was in inverse trigonometric function. Property was sin inverse t plus cos inverse t is pi by 2. We will use this property. Sin inverse t plus cos inverse t is pi by 2 if t belongs to domain of sin inverse as well as cos inverse. So sin inverse t plus cos inverse t, see, look, this number is same, so it can be considered as t. So this will be pi by 2. So it is equal to, put here pi by 2, and numerator also can be converted into any one term from this two. So what we do, sin inverse root x I keep as it is, but here cos inverse root x I replace by pi by 2 minus sin inverse root x dx. So this will be 2 times sin inverse root x, 2 times sin inverse root x minus pi by 2 upon pi by 2 dx. So that is, it is equal to 4 by pi sin inverse root x dx minus pi by 2 is 1 dx. suppose we take this as I1, so 4 by pi, taking this as I1, its integral is I1, minus its integral is, we take x plus c1, integral of 1 is x plus c1, so let me say this is result 1, where I1 is integral of sine inverse root x with respect to x. Now here what we do, we take x equal to sine square theta, outer function is sine inverse, so we are taking x equal to sine square theta, so radical sign can be removed, and with a sine inverse we will have sine inverse sine theta, that can be taken as theta. So x equal to sine square theta, therefore dx is 2 sine theta into cos theta into d theta. So putting these values, I1 is, therefore I1 is sine inverse, this is sine theta, and dx is 2 sine theta cos theta. 2 sine theta cos theta can be written as sine double theta, so we are putting this value sine double theta d theta. Dx is sine 2 theta d theta, so dx is sine 2 theta d theta. So therefore it is equal to theta, this is theta into sine 2 theta d theta. Now we use rule of integration by parts. This is algebraic function, this is trigonometric function, so this we are taking as u, this we are taking as v. So u as it is integral of v with respect to theta minus integral of box. In box we put derivative of u, integral of v, and integral of this product, that is box, with respect to theta. U as it is integral of v minus integral of box with respect to theta. In box we put d, derivative of first function, into integral of second function. So this is theta into, its integral is minus cos 2 theta by 2, integral of sine is minus cos, so minus cos 2 theta by 2 minus integral of, this is 1, so it is 1 into minus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta. So it is equal to minus theta into cos 2 theta by 2, this minus plus 1 by 2 cos 2 theta d theta. Now integrating this, minus theta into cos 2 theta by 2 plus 1 by 2 into integral of cos 2 theta is sine 2 theta by 2 plus, I am putting arbitrary constant c. So this 2 into 2 can be written as 4. Now this is in terms of theta, now we are coming in x. So look here, we say this is result 2, it is value of I1. So now see, sine square theta, it is x, sine square theta is x, we will require theta, so that means sine theta is root x, sine square theta is x, so sine theta is root x, So theta we shall replace by sine inverse root x. So this value we will substitute here. Then cos 2 theta is required. So cos 2 theta is, because we are having value of sine square theta for x, so cos 2 theta we use this identity 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So it is 1 minus 2 into sine square theta is x. So this will be value of cos 2 theta. So cos 2 theta we keep here in terms of x. Then we want sine 2 theta. So sine 2 theta is 2 into sine theta into cos theta. 2 into sine theta is root x. Cos theta is square root of 1 minus sine square theta, that is x. So this is 2 root x minus x square. So it is value of sine 2 theta. So all these values we are putting values into value of I1 is, it is I1. So I1 is minus 1 by 2 theta. So theta is sine inverse root x into, this is minus 1 by 2 into theta. Now cos 2 theta is 1 minus 2x. So it is cos 2 theta plus 1 by 4 sine 2 theta is 2 into root x minus x square plus c2. So this is 2 into 2 4, so it will be 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 sine inverse root x into 1 minus 2x plus 1 by 2 root x minus x square plus c2. So putting this value in equation 1, putting in 1, required integral is equal to 4 by pi into I1, this is I1, minus 1 by 2 sine inverse root x into 1 minus 2x plus 1 by 2 root x minus x square plus c2 minus x plus c1. So this is equal to, now multiplying this number, it will be minus 2 by pi sine inverse root x into 1 minus 2x, 4 by pi into 1 by 2, that is 2 by pi root x minus x square. Then take this minus x and 4 by pi into c2 minus c1, it is equal to c, where c is 4 by pi into c2 minus c1, it is arbitrary constant. So this is required integral. Now in this question, to integrate square root of 1 minus root x upon 1 plus root x, say in many questions we use trigonometric substitution. Look design of this question. You can find its matching with 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. So we should take root x equal to cos theta. root x equal to cos theta. So we take here, taking root x equal to cos theta. If root x is cos theta, that is equivalent to say x equal to cos square theta. Now dx, so dx is equal to derivative of cos square theta with respect to theta is 2 cos theta into derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta d theta. So dx is equal to minus 2 sin theta cos theta d theta. Now we put these values, therefore integral is square root of 1 minus, this is cos theta plus cos theta, dx is minus 2 sin theta cos theta d theta. So it is, now see, this is formula for tan square theta by 2, it is tan square theta by 2, so square root of tan square theta by 2, that is tan theta by 2, it is tan theta by 2, minus 2 we keep outside, minus 2 taking outside, this is tan theta by 2. Now this is sin theta into cos theta d theta. So now see, tan theta by 2 is sin theta by 2 upon cos theta by 2. So whatever the number cos theta by 2 is in denominator, it can be cancelled with a term which we can get in sin theta. So now here I am replacing sin theta by 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So 1 cos theta by 2 can be cancelled. So doing in that way, tan theta by 2 is sin theta by 2 upon cos theta by 2. Now this can be cancelled. If I keep sin theta as 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. Cos theta we keep as it is. If requires, we shall convert this into theta by 2. But at moment we keep this as it is. So cos theta by 2 is cancelled. So minus 2 into, now this is 2 sin square theta by 2. 2 sin square theta by 2 into cos theta d theta. Now see, again here we use formula. 2 sin square theta by 2 is 1 minus cos theta by 2. Sorry, because 2 is already here, so we don't keep here 2. 2 sin square theta by 2 is 1 minus cos theta. It is formula into cos theta d theta. Already we know result. Sin square alpha by 2 is 1 minus cos alpha by 2. And if you keep 2 connected with LHS, then it will be equal to 1 minus cos alpha. So 2 sin square alpha by 2 is 1 minus cos alpha. That is minus 2 into cos 1 is cos theta, minus cos into cos is cos square theta d theta. Now again it is necessary to remove this square. So once again we use formula cos square alpha is 1 plus cos double alpha by 2. So using this formula here, minus 2 into cos theta minus 1 plus cos 2 alpha by 2, because here symbol is theta, we keep theta d theta. So it is equal to minus 2, taking LCM, LCM is 2 2 cos theta minus 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta. So this 2 will be cancelled. That is integral of, now see I am including this minus sign inside, so this will be plus, this will be plus, this will be minus. So it is integrable. So its integral is theta plus sine 2 theta by 2 minus 2 into sine theta plus c, we say this is equation 2. Now coming back in x, it is integral in terms of theta. Now coming back in x, here we have taken cos theta equal to root x. Cos theta is root x, so theta it will be cos inverse root x, and from cos theta sin theta will be square root of 1 minus cos square. Cos square is x, so that will be sin theta. Therefore sin 2 theta is 2 into sin theta into cos theta. So 2 into root 1 minus x into root x. So 2 into root x minus x square. So it is sin 2 theta, that we shall substitute here. Sin theta already found. So putting values into, integral is theta. Theta is cos inverse root x plus 1 by 2 into sin 2 theta. So 1 by 2 into, this is sin 2 theta, minus 2 into sin theta. Sin theta is root 1 minus x plus c. So it is cos inverse root x plus root x minus x square minus 2 root 1 minus x plus c. So this is required. Now see, in this question, in denominator there are linear factors and this is repeating. Degree of denominator is 3 and degree of numerator is 2, that is less. So we can solve this by method of partial fraction. So here denominator, in denominator these factors can be separated. So as discussed, this can be expressed as x square plus x plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square into x plus 2 is equal to, this is repeating, so a upon, keep x plus 1 raised to 1, then because it is square, so next is for x plus 1 whole square. If here it is cube, take one more, c upon x plus 1 whole cube, but here square, so keep till b. Then this is a linear, so c upon x plus 2. If it is quadratic, then over quadratic put linear, like a cx plus d. So therefore now say this is LCM of these numbers. So from right hand side, a into dividing LCM by this denominator, what is left? X plus 1 into x plus 2 plus b into dividing LCM by x plus 1 whole square, this is left, plus c into dividing x plus 2 x plus 1 whole square. So it is equal to x square plus x plus 1. Now from this equation, choosing proper values of x, we can find constants a, b and c. So see, here this is c, See, to find a, if first of all we get maximum numbers 0. Say, look here, in these factors there is x plus 2. So if we take x equal to minus 2, so directly this will be 0, this will be 0. Put here minus 2. So c into minus 2 plus 1, minus 1 square, that is 1. So minus 1 square, that is 1, equal to minus 2 square is 4 plus minus 2 plus 1. So c into 1 equal to 4 minus 2 plus 1. So this is 3. So c equal to 4 plus 1, 5 minus 2, 3. So c is obtained. Now in this first and third term there is common x plus 1. So now we are taking x equal to minus 1. Taking x minus 1, this will be 0. Putting here minus 1. So b into minus 1 plus 2 is 1 equal to, here minus 1 square is 1 plus minus 1 plus 1. So it is 1. So b is 1. Now we want c. We want value of c. So c obtained, b obtained. Now we want a. To have a, this both should be 0. But it is not possible because nothing is common. So what we do? We take x equal to 0. Simplest value, x equal to 0. So putting here 0, 0, this will be 2a plus, put here 0, so 2b, put here 0 plus c, put here 0 equal to 1. Now forwarding these values of b and c, 2a plus 2b is 2, c is 3, 2 into 1 is 2, c is 3 equal to 1. Therefore 2a is 1 minus 5 minus 4. So a is minus 2. So a, b, c are obtained. So integral is, therefore integral is, replacing this given expression by this new expression with values of a, b, c. A is minus 2 by x plus 1, b is 1 plus 1 by x plus 1 whole square, c is 3 by x plus 2 dx. So now this is integrable. Its integral is minus 2 times log mod x plus 1. Its integral is minus 1 upon x plus 1. X plus 1 raised to minus 2. So minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1. So minus 1 upon x plus 1 plus 3 into log mod x plus 2 plus c. So this is required integral. Now say in this question, first of all we have to join these log terms, and after joining log terms, from this x raised to 4 we will separate x cube from x raised to 4. X cube we are setting with dx, and x we are including in this radical sign. Say square root of x square plus 1 into log of x square plus 1 upon, this is x square, upon x square, and from this x raised to 4, 1x I am including radical sign. So 1x if we include in the radical sign, so in radical sign we have to take x square. So x is taken from x raised to 4. Now x cube is left. So x cube we said with dx. So we are rearranging these numbers to convert into integrable form, because with dx 1 upon x cube can be removed. Now say this is 1 plus 1 by x square log of 1 plus 1 by x square. Now you can see that why we have separated this x cube. Derivative of this term contains 1 by x cube. So now we take substitute. We are taking 1 plus 1 by x square equal to t. Therefore, minus derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of x is 2 minus 2 is minus 2 times x raised to minus 3 dx equal to dt. So dx upon x cube is equal to minus dt by 2. So therefore integral is square root of 1 plus 1 by x square is t into log of 1 plus 1 by x square, it is taken t. So this is t, this is t. Dx by x cube is minus dt by 2. So therefore it is equal to minus taken out, minus 1 by 2 we take outside, log t into root t dt. Log t I am taking as first term, root t as a second term, because in the next step we are going to apply rule of integration by parts. See, when we apply rule of integration by parts, in this rule we are integrating second function. Second function should be integrable. So if I keep root t as second function, it is integrable. We don't have formula to integrate log t. It is not easily integrable, but square root of root t is easily integrable. So whatever is integrable or very easily integrable, we choose as v. So this will be u, this will be v. So now rule of integration by parts, u as it is, integral of v minus integral of box with respect to t. Now in box or bracket we put derivative of first function, integral of second function, everything with respect to t. So it is equal to minus 1 by 2 log t, integral of root t is t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 minus integral of derivative of log t is 1 upon t. This is t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 dt. So it is equal to minus 1 by 2, 2 by 3 into t raised to 3 by 2. I am putting on left side, log t on right side, minus 2 by 3, t raised to 3 by 2 upon t raised to 1 is t raised to 1 by 2 dt. So it is equal to minus 1 by 2, 2 by 3 into t raised to 3 by 2 log t minus 2 by 3 into, this is t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus c. So therefore this will be minus 1 upon 3, multiplying this with inside, t raised to 3 by 2 log t minus 1 by 2 into 2 by 3. So here this will be 4 by 9. 4 by 9 multiply with minus 1 by 2. So minus into minus plus. So it will be 2 by 9 t raised to 3 by 2 plus c. Now putting value of t is 1 plus 1 by x square. So it is equal to minus 1 by 3 times t is 1 plus 1 by x square raised to 3 by 2 into log of 1 plus 1 by x square plus 2 by 9 1 plus 1 by x square raised to 3 by 2 plus c. This is required integral.